Good afternoon, welcome to Rundlii Gaming. So we're going to be doing another video on a game called Cash and Guns. This is actually the newer remake of it. Pretty much how the game is played out is you actually get these foam guns. Your goal is to basically get out of each of these little things at the end of each round and try to make as much money as possible with the different splits that are up here. The game goes over 8 rounds. Basically your deck itself, once you're out of cards, then that's pretty much the end of the game. Now in these decks you have 3 cards that are called Bang, and then you have 5 cards that are called Click. Click basically means you're walking into this one, you have no actual ammunition in your gun, you're just kind of walking in and sometimes you're just trying to threaten other people, make them try to back out of it. Sometimes you actually do have a round in it and you're actually going to shoot them. So at the very beginning of the game itself, you're going to have the loot phase. The loot phase, you have 8 different things to loot out here. You have diamonds, which whoever has the most diamonds within their pile at the end of the game will get an additional 60,000. If there's a tie, now it's not the most value of diamonds, it's just the most cards that are diamond. So that's something to keep in mind. So let's say if you have 3 different diamond cards and someone else has 4 diamond cards, the one with 4 diamond cards will win, even if it's less money total. And then you have money amounts, like 10,000, 5,000, 20,000. These are heal. They'll actually heal you 2 wounds. This one will give you 1 of your bangs back. And then this one is a painting. Now the paintings are a value equal to the total number of paintings you have. So for example, if you have just 1 painting, this card is only worth 4,000. And it's what all the paintings themselves are worth. So if you have 5 paintings, for example, though, it goes all the way up to 100,000. So first one is 4,000, the second one, so if you have 2 of them total, it'll be 12,000. If you have 3 of them total, it goes up to 30,000. If you have 4 of them total, it's worth 60,000. If you have 5 of them, it's 100,000. And this amount keeps going up because once you make it up to 10 of these paintings, you're going to be up to 500,000, which is pretty major. So it ends up coming out to like 50,000 per painting. So, pretty much what happens at the beginning of the game. So we have the loot. At this point, each person is going to choose the card that they want to actually put down. It's actually by choice, but I'm going to randomize it for the sake of demonstration. That way I don't actually have to go through and try to figure out what we're going to actually put for each of these people. We have James here, which we will throw this card down. And then lastly, Farha. Now, since we have our choice of bullet card already, now we're going to do hold up. At this point, each person is going to usually we'll have our Godfather. Right now it is Deacon, is our Godfather. He's going to basically do the countdown of 3, 2, 1, then everyone points their gun at the same time at whoever they choose. So we're going to have this one point at James, this one's going to point at Deacon, we'll also go at Deacon, and we'll go against Yoko. So right now, she's pointed at Yoko, Yoko's pointed at Deacon, Deacon's pointed at James, James is pointed back at Deacon. So, at this point, we now have the Godfather's privilege. Being Godfather actually has a pretty nice advantage. You can make one of these people at the table choose someone else to target. So, Deacon now has 2 people pointed at him, so he's going to have to go, well, who do I think is probably actually going to try to shoot me? So we'll just say James. So James, I want you to choose someone else to shoot. So we're going to have James go after Farha. Because right now Farha doesn't actually have anyone pointed at her, so hopefully this might get her to kind of back out of this particular round. So at this point, now each of these people know what they've actually put down, so they kind of know maybe this or that should probably be a good idea for whether I should go through with it. But I also don't know what the other person has either, so sometimes if you have like personal rivalries and stuff, you have a pretty good idea that maybe they're going to shoot me pretty early. So now, at this point, we are going to do the courage phase. The courage phase is, do you actually want to stay in this round? Now, if you back out, you don't get any loot out of this. So there is that. Now, if you want to try to get this loot, there's a chance that even though someone has a gun pointed at you, they may not actually end up shooting you. So at this point, it'll be courage phase. This will also be led by the Godfather. Godfather will say 3, 2, 1, go. So anyone that wants to back out can back out now. For demonstration purposes, we are going to have James back out. Now at this point, anyone that has backed out, or if their target is no longer in play, they will discard their card, but they do not actually reveal what it is. For demonstration purposes, we will reveal just to kind of let people know. So James did actually have a bullet in his, as did Deacon. So Deacon would have shot James, and James would have shot Farha. Now, Yoko's target is actually still in play, so we're going to go ahead and reveal it. So this one's a click, so she did not actually shoot him. Farha also is a click. Now, all the people are still standing. In this case, this round did not actually shoot James, and James did not actually shoot that one because James decided to bail out. Now it's going to go starting with the Godfather, and they're going to take turns taking something from the center here. So let's say if I'm aiming for paintings, maybe I might want to grab paintings, or I may want to grab a couple diamonds to try to get to 60,000 at some point. I know that I've already used a bank card, so maybe if I grab this bank card, I get a bullet back, but I know that no one else here is probably going to grab it since they all use clicks. So I could probably hold off on this. So perhaps Deacon is going to grab the 20,000. Now these all go face down, so you won't actually be able to see what they are going to do with it. There's also another option too, which is this card here. This will make you the Godfather for the next round. So the Godfather doesn't always stay the Godfather, but it is one of the choices that you can take. So Deacon's going to take 20,000. Farha is going to grab this diamond. Actually, they're going to grab the painting. Yoko is going to grab a diamond. They're just going to go for straight cash. This one here is going to go for 5,000. Actually, they're going to go for the Godfather. So Farha will be the new Godfather. And then Yoko is going to grab the other diamond, because they're just aiming for diamonds. This one's going to grab the bank card. This will automatically happen. So they get one of their bank cards back. Goes back to their hand. Since Farhan knows that there's no wounds or anything, he's going to grab the money. And then she would be able to heal wounds, but she doesn't have any wounds right now, so that is essentially an entire round. Now, a couple of things to also factor in, because this is going to be, you basically do this 8 times in a row. You do the loot phase where you put down 8 things of money. This gets flipped back over, so it becomes a choice as well. Choice of your bullet card. You get to put down one of your bullets, as far as which one you want to actually try to shoot with, or click with, or whatever. After that is when you do the hold up. You take your gun, point it at someone, and then after the hold up phase, you have the Godfather's privilege. They get to make one person at the table choose someone different and aim at them. It's really good though if you use Godfather's privilege either on yourself to maybe go ahead and change and target someone that's targeting, or maybe you just want to target someone different than you're currently targeting. Or you can make it useful against someone that's targeting you currently, and you can make them target someone else instead. Then you have your courage phase. Your courage phase is do I want to continue and try to push my luck and shoot you, or do I want to just go and back away because maybe the loot in the center is not very good, so maybe it's a bunch of 5,000s, and the chance of me being shot by 3 people may not be a good idea. Card effects. Something I have not went over yet. We'll skip it for now, but we'll go back over card effects very shortly. And then loot sharing. Loot sharing always starts off with the Godfather first, but then it keeps rotating around until all loot is gone, including the Godfather's chair as well. Now the card effects, you do actually get jobs in here. Now, one thing I dislike about the remake of the game is the fact that these are all known. In the older version, you all had a special power, but you didn't have to use it. No one actually knew what that special power is until you used it. So at the end of the game, or once something occurs, you could use your special power and something unique happens. In this game, it's these different jobs, and there's a pretty decent pack of them. Yeah, there might be 20 or 30 of these. Well, probably not that many, but probably about 20-ish. So you have different cards here that you can use. Now the Doctor, when this player lays down, this player will remove 1 wound. So let's say if James was the Doctor and they decided, well, I'm going to bail on this one. Whenever they lay down their gun, they're going to heal 1 of their wounds. So this is really good if you think you may die soon. This allows you to heal wounds. The Good Friend is another one. When a player uses a clip, you also get to regain a bang card. So the clip card, which is this one that was in the loot pile, whenever someone gets that, this person also gets to regain 1 of their shots. The Junk Dealer. Once per loot share, if you are present, this player can trade their share of the loot with the share taken randomly from one of the other piles. So I can take like a 5,000 that I just picked up and take a card randomly from someone else's pile. Because the pile is all hidden, so you won't actually be able to see what they have, but if you've seen that they've been picking up a lot of 20,000s or a lot of paintings or a lot of diamonds, and you kind of really want one of those, she might aim at those people in hopes of getting that. The Collector, this power is considered to be a painting. It is added to your collection at the end of the game. So this person here automatically counts as an additional painting. So this might be good if you want to go the painter route and just get a bunch of paintings. And there's a lot of these different abilities. So each of them are very unique and different. So it's all really just a matter of what... These are all randomly given out, and some of them are definitely more powerful than others. For example, the Good Friend can keep using bang cards, and as soon as these clips appear, you're just going to keep getting your bangs back, so you might end up being able to shoot every round nearly, which can be very, very, very powerful very quickly. So, I mean, but knowing that, a lot of people may actually gun for you and kill you because of it. Some of them are also money-based, where you can get a lot of extra money out of it. The Collector can make quite a bit of additional money just on the paintings because they start out with a painting essentially, so that can be very beneficial for you as well. So that's the gist of Cash and Guns. It's a very fun casual game. You shouldn't take it very seriously because, I mean, you're pointing foam guns at each other, and it's meant to just be, you know, lighthearted and fun. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming. We'll have some more videos next week, so definitely watch for it. If you've enjoyed this video, then definitely watch for future ones. Thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming, and you have a good day.